Hello and welcome back to video number 5 in this mini series of how to create an email list. So in this video we're going to be looking at the opt-in page and how to create one the correct way. So for those of you that don't know what an opt-in page is, it's simply a single page, or it can be multiple pages, but normally a single page, and the sole purpose of the page is to bring in subscribers to your list. So there are a few important rules to remember when we're actually creating our opt-in page, and the first rule is something that I want you to remember is the opt-in page needs to be exactly what the traffic is expecting to see. So it needs to be exactly what the traffic is expecting to see. So for example, if you've got a Facebook ad running for a free ebook for 5 tips for growing amazing roses, and they end up on an opt-in page which says 5 tips for creating a garden full of flowers, then your opt-in rate is going to suffer dramatically. Yes, it's the same niche, but it's a pretty specific ebook you're offering people, and that's what they're expecting to see. So if you're offering a free ebook via a Facebook ad or a blog post for 5 tips for growing amazing roses, then that's exactly what they should see when they reach the opt-in page. And as long as you do that, your opt-in rate will be very, very high. Secondly, when you're creating opt-in pages, do not make crazy headlines or just simply make stuff up. These are thankfully from a few years ago, but they was actual headlines in an opt-in page, and you may have seen some of these in the past. Ex-delivery boy made $1 million within 6 months. Things like amazing push button software that delivers targeted buyer traffic on demand. These wild headlines have a lot less impact than they used to. And the chances are you're not really going to be able to deliver that type of info anyway, so it's best to stay away from it and offer lead magnets on things that offer value but also things that you can deliver. So now we've covered some of the basics rules, let's take a look at some good and bad opt-in pages. So let's take a look at a couple of examples of opt-in pages. First of all, we're going to look at what not to do. This is a site, cruise.co.uk. This is actually their homepage, but I clicked on a link earlier on because it offered me to receive special discounts on travel, secret holiday discounts to opt into their email list. So I clicked on the link and I was sent here. Now the problem is that where is the email opt-in? I can't see where to put my email. Oh, there it is down the bottom of the page. Okay. Now the problem with this is if you're asking someone to part with their email address, whether it be for special offers or lead magnets, ebooks, you need to make it as simple as possible. You don't want somebody hunting all over the page trying to find where to enter their email address, because they'll just simply leave the page. The second problem with this is you should always have a separate page for your opt-in page, because there's far too much detail on this page. It's far too busy. There's lots of things to click on, lots of things to read. I could click on any number of these things, leave the page, and then forget why I come there in the first place, get distracted and just leave. So this is really not what to do. So here's one I created earlier on. It's just a very, very simple opt-in page. Free ebook, how to generate leads on tap. Generate 40 plus leads per month without spending money on ads. Name, email address, and then the submit button. Yes, I want leads without ad spend. So if you was a marketer and an advert popped up on Facebook and you were somebody that followed other pages to how to get leads and this popped up, the chances are it would catch your eye and you would be sent to this page. And again, as we discussed earlier on, it's exactly what you've seen on the advert, so the chances of you opting in are probably very high. So again, when you're creating opt-in pages, just keep them simple. Keep them very basic. They work much, much better than having a busy page. And again, as we discussed, obviously, whatever you put on here, make sure that you can obviously deliver as well. So let's jump on to the site where I make all of my opt-in pages now. Before we move on, one thing that you should always do is once you've done your opt-in page, you should always have a thank you page, and the reason for that is, number one, it just lets people know that they've successfully opted in and their ebook or whatever lead magnet you're using is on its way to their email address. And again, it's a chance for you to say, please check your spam folder and whitelist our email, because if your email goes to spam and you don't remind them to check their spam folder, they're not going to see that email, and neither are they going to see any of the other emails that you send them. So that kind of defeats the object. And here you can have just a picture of your ebook that you're sending them, and you could also, if you want to, add other offers as well on there. Let's jump on to GrooveFunnels. The part of GrooveFunnels we're going to use is called Groovepages, and Groovepages, at the moment, I don't know how long this will continue, but at the moment Groovepages are offering a free membership, and it's completely free. You don't need a credit card, and you can sign up to Groovepages and get your free account, and you can actually use the full functionality of Groovepages to make your own opt-in pages. And I do believe you get some other free things as well. I think you get access to Groovemail, but the link below this video, if you click on that, it will show you exactly what you get and tell you all about it, and then you can grab your free account. It's free, it's worth doing, and for a free account it's pretty impressive actually. So here we are on Groovepages, and here's the one that I created earlier along with the thank you page, and it's pretty easy to create an opt-in page. So we just go to new sites, and on here you're going to see loads of different things that you can do. Contest sites, lead generation, local business, webinar, lead magnets. Now in the free version I don't think you get all of this, but you certainly do get enough to be able to create very, very nice looking landing pages. So let's select this one and we'll give it a name. And again, this is very, very easy to edit. It's all pretty much drag and drop, click and point, and you can pretty much add things, delete things. So, you know, let's say that we're creating this opt-in page and we think, well, we don't really want all this stuff up here, so we'll just get rid of that. If you do make a mistake and you didn't want to delete it, you can just go like that and it comes back again. But let's say we don't want that, and let's say that we don't want this either, because we just want a really simple opt-in page and we don't want people to get distracted by all of this bits at the bottom. And the good thing about this, it doesn't matter how much you delete, you can just click this button up here and go back and back and back and bring it all back again. So it's you know, it's very, very user friendly. So there we are. So we've just got our basic page. We could change this picture here if we wanted to, put someone else in there, or a completely different graphic, and all we do is we just literally just double click and we can just add in anything that we want. Make sure I spell correctly. And the same goes with this. Just double click, you can change the style of the text, you can change the font, the color, the size, you can even do animation if you wanted to. Here you can add in your autoresponder if you've already got an autoresponder with Aweber or GetResponse, or if you are using Groovemail, which it's all incorporated into one system, so you may as well. You do get, I think, some free subscribers with Groovemail. I'm not sure how many, but if you join this completely, then you can use the whole of Groovemail, but obviously that's entirely up to you. And then when you're ready, you can literally just hit publish, and you can either host these on Groovemail or you can choose your own domain name, but let's just, for quickness, host with your site, publish, and content saved. Normally these go live literally within a couple of minutes, sometimes they take a bit longer. There's the URL. Oh, and it's done already, so there you can grab that URL, and now you're ready to send people to your opt-in page to opt into your list. So that concludes this video of opt-in pages. I haven't really gone into real detail about how to use Groovepages, because if you do want to pick up a copy and get your free account, there's some really good training on there of how to put opt-in pages and sales pages together. So the next video we're going to look at email series and autoresponders, what to send people, how often to send people, and what to say and what not to say. So I'll see you in that video.